fighters of the future are ready to head over to Beijing. But one of them ready to take the next step in his pro career. Could have been an Olympian, Danny Jacobs, but turning into a good-looking pro prospect. He now faces Sergio Rios. Sergio Rios, he's now 31 years old. California veteran, 5'11", 163 and a quarter, 18-8, 16 knockouts in his career. Some of the notables that Rios has gone up against, and a familiar theme there, as you can see, Forrest, Paul Williams, and Raul Marquez all getting rid of Sergio Rios. Danny Jacobs from Brooklyn, a lot to like from this 21-year-old. A perfect 7-0 with 7 knockouts, and his amateur honors something to talk about. He came up just short of the Olympics, lost in the finals of the trials. And prior to that, he took national amateur titles as well as New York and national Golden Gloves. We asked him about the disappointment in not being on Team USA.
First and foremost, the disappointment of not making an Olympic team was devastating to me because it always been a dream of mine since I was a little kid. So to not make that was kind of disappointing. But I figured God had different plans for me. So turning pro was the other option, and I'm doing well as a pro. So everything is all good.
They are scheduled for 6. Raul Caiz, the referee.
Instructions downstairs. Both your trunks are a little high. Los dos calzones están un poquito altos. So punches here are going to be fine. Aquí van a estar bien los golpes. Shake hands. Dense la mano. Buena suerte. Good luck, both of you.
Jacobs has been in very soft so far in his young career. He is in soft again tonight.
Kind of the opposite of what we saw on Friday night fights with a prospect who is so far ahead of everybody else in Yuriorkis Gamboa, and you can move quickly with him. But with Jacobs at 21 years old, coming up short of the Olympics, they're going to take it step by step. And he's looking forward to showing his stuff tonight here on Wednesday Night Fights.
Well, one place I disagree with you a little bit is Jacobs, 144 amateur fights, 4-time New York Gold Glove champ, 5-time U.S. national amateur champ. He can afford to step up a little bit and fight better fighters. Sometimes you hold back these fighters. Instead of progressing, they regress. They fight up to what you put them in front of, and they aspire to get better when you put them in with better fighters.
I asked Jacobs about that yesterday, and you know, each guy has their own mentality. He said, hey, I'm not in a rush. I'm a young guy. I want to go in the right direction. And obviously, Rios, in your eyes, Teddy, is a very easy direction to go.
Well, he's taken the fight on 3 days' notice, Rios, and he's lost his last 7 fights. And 4 of those losses by knockout. So, I would say, yeah.
Yes.
A little easy. Also, Rios much, much smaller, Joe. Turned pro, 138 pounds, campaigned at junior welterweight his first 13 fights. Then he laid off 2.5 years, came back at 152 pounds, stayed around that weight. Then 2 fights ago, he laid off a year and 9 months, came back, and his last fight, he shot up to 171 pounds. Tonight, he's in at 163.25 pounds, second heaviest weight of his career for Rios. And you look at Jacobs, much bigger. He's been a solid 163 pounds for most of his fights. And he's only 21, as you alluded to. And he's still filling out.
Combination to the body and then finished it upstairs with a left hook. Danny Jacobs.
Jacobs standing on the outside, looking to get it done 2 possible ways, Joe. One, by getting off, by leading, using that jab to set up a lightning quick combo. Looks to make a nice move to the side there and catch Rios, something he doesn't see from the side he can't protect against. But Jacobs just getting off his hands right in front.
Scores the knockdown.
Nothing complicated.
Rios giving no effort here to get to his feet at all. And as expected, Danny Jacobs makes very quick work of Sergio Rios.
And now Jacobs is 8-0 with 8 knockouts and still undefeated but untested.
And now Rios has lost his last 8.
A&F Financials. Shout outs. Big ups. Brooklyn Circus.
Brooklyn's Danny Jacobs talks about the pride he takes in being a pro fighter from Brooklyn.
Al Heyman.
Let's look back at the knockout by Jacobs.
Again, we suggested it before it came, and a right hand, it looked like it may have been around the ear, and it looked like it may not have been substantial. Right hand there lands.
First right hand, then the left hand to the body.
Now the right hand. That is difficult to say how impactful that punch was. It looked like it was somewhere around the right ear or the left ear of Rios, but Rios just rocked from a punch that did not look ultra powerful or significant. But either way, 8-0 for Jacobs with 8 knockouts.
We will likely see more of Danny Jacobs down the road. For now, let's make it official and send it up to the ring to Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Raul Caiz Sr. waves off the bow with an official time of 2 minutes, 46 seconds of the very first round. Your winner, by way of knockout, the Golden Child, Daniel Jacobs.
So he's made the transition, from Olympic hopeful to now a pro at 8-0. Danny Jacobs, 8-0 with 8 knockouts. We have Jeff Lacey still to come in our main event on Wednesday Night Fights. More live fight action when we return. Effie Mendoza's pulled off some big upsets. Could he do it tonight against Lacey? Stay with us to find out.